We're going to continue with our next speaker, another great man coming here, Tommy Danquah, right? And he is a mental health influencer and motivational speaker hailing from the UK. To be honest, hailing from Latvia right now, here, today. And he's the founder of 365 Good, 24/7 Great, an initiative he created to help people feel great through fitness, wellness, and awareness. Tommy is passionate about educating people and breaking down the stigma surrounding mental health, and is the co-host of one of the UK's longest-running men's mental health podcasts, Man Up. And the presentation is going to be called Youth Mentoring and Motivation. Cheers.
Hello. How are you doing today? Yes. Not quite as energetic as we were yesterday, are we? I think, we were emotionally spent, shall we say. I've been invited back to talk about youth mentoring and motivation. It's actually something that it's not just something I've got an interest in, it's something I'm really passionate about, And I say this for sort of following reasons. I was working hard in London, I had a real life there, it was great, I enjoyed it, it was lovely. But it was unrewarding. I was working really hard. I got burnt out. And, what I realized is that I wasn't fulfilled. So what my passion is, what I really do love is wellness, fitness, and awareness, as our host just said. And it was the driving force, and it was enough to sort of give me that kick to sort of leave everything that I knew in London, leave it all behind, and move to Estonia and to create a life out here in the Baltics. And I have to admit, it is the best sort of 2 years that I've ever had. I've literally gone from working every hour God sends to, not seeing my family, not, having a life as such, to now just giving back. And I've been doing that through going to schools and education facilities and just sharing my experiences, because I honestly believe that it's important that, we know that there's more to life than burning out, more to life than chasing money, more to life than just what we've taught. Sorry, excuse me, I'm going to put this down. So, mentoring. What is a mentor? Okay, so if you look in the dictionary, a mentor says an experienced or a trusted advisor, a guide, especially for people that are youths, okay? But for me, it's a bit more than that. For me, a mentor is somebody who basically has the roadmap, has the blueprint, the A to Z of where you need to go. Somebody who can guide you and take you to where you need to be without all the pains, the expensive mistakes, the hardships that you go through. So for me, a mentor is an absolute godsend. And actually, it's because of a mentor that I had that I'm standing on this stage in front of you guys right now. So back in London, I got into property, and it was something I was passionate about, but I didn't really know what to do. And my mentor told me this, and you've heard me say it to you as well. Your network is your net worth. And, I will say this until I'm blue in the face, because it's so true. Now, when I tell you, I left England, I gave up everything, and I came to Estonia. I knew nobody. I didn't have a network. But this message is stuck in my head. So I decided every day, I lived in a small village in Estonia, and every morning I would wake up and I'd go for a run, or I'd get on my bike and I'd go and talk to people. I was just cycling around this tiny village. There's about maybe 80 people that lived in this village. It's really, really sort of quiet. So every morning I'd be either running on my bike, and in my head, your network is your net worth. And I was talking to people, seeing farmers on their tractors. Dede, good morning. People in the bus stop waiting to go to work. And I knew three things how to say. I knew how to say hello, like Dede. I knew how to say how are you, good aslahab. And I knew how to say goodbye. So I would be running around this village, talking to everyone. And I swear, some of the looks that I got, like, who is this random black dude running around our village saying hello? But I did it every day without fail because I knew that I was networking. I wanted people to know who I was. I wanted to sort of be out there, and I wanted to integrate myself into the community. And I kid you not, eventually people started to talk back to me, and it was hilarious because I'd go there and I'd say hello, Dede, and they'd start coming back with some blah, 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 blah. And I had no idea what they were saying, so they must have thought, what a weirdo. Okay, bye, and I'd run off. But it was the networking. Now, yesterday we met an entrepreneur who was speaking here called Raiko Alec. And Raiko is somebody who was from the area that I was living in, that I met on my travels and I started to speak to, and he became part of my network. Now, when Raiko was asked if he knew somebody who was smart and talented and handsome and, that could take part in a project for international students, he mentioned my name. And all of a sudden, my small network became a lot larger. And all of that came about because of something that my mentor told me. Your network is your net worth. So I hope you can see that there is absolute value in mentorship. There's real value in good mentorship, especially. And this is proof of it. But there's more to mentorship than just, your things. Why is it so passionate? Why is it such a passion of mine? Sorry. I truly believe that I believe that I have a duty to share my knowledge, my experiences to the younger people. Now, and I'm not saying this as a sob story, but I grew up, and when I was younger, I didn't have the best start in life. I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. I saw a lot of things that probably young people shouldn't see or that you don't want them to be part of. And I grew up feeling like I wasn't worthy, I wasn't good enough, and I made a lot of bad choices because of things that I'd learned, what you see is what you do. So when I became a father myself, I've got 2 kids now, it brought up a lot of stuff for me, and I realized that I had to make positive changes. So I realized quite soon that I needed to be, I needed to be who I needed when I was younger, and I want that for my children. What I've noticed in doing a lot of workshops and going to schools and speaking to people and, opening my network is that there are a lot of people that actually feel like this as well. So from my point of view, it's not just a passion, it's a moral obligation to be a good mentor, to be a positive role model, and to share what I know with the younger generation. But this is one of the most important reasons as well. I always say, you don't know what you don't know. Big tune, thank you. Who's got that music on? You don't know what you don't know. And that's one of my team as well. So look, here's something that I want you guys to know, the importance of mentorship, because this is the truth. You're the average of the 5 people that you hang out with the most. So if you hang out with 5 people that smoke, chances are you're going to be the 6th. If you've got 5 friends who are downbeat and depressed and life is rubbish and nothing good happens, you're going to take on that persona, that attitude as well. So in the same respect, if you hang out with 5 people that are fit and healthy and look after themselves, that's going to inspire you to make those positive changes. So, I'd like to hang out with like 5 multi-millionaires because, I'm hoping to be the 6th. So it's surrounding yourself with these positive people, aka mentors, can have life-changing effects for you. But, Tommy, we're young, we're in college, we don't know millionaires, what do we do? It's fine. The important thing about a mentor or a good mentor is that a mentor is somebody who can guide you in the right direction. Now, we might not all want to be millionaires, we might not all want to have six packs and go to the gym, but if you want to do something well, you want to do well in your career or in your business, then a mentor is somebody who, like I said earlier, has got the blueprint. So it's very simple. For example, this is what I like about teaming up. Every step of the way, teaming up had mentors in the workshop that were absolute experts in their field. They knew exactly what they were doing. And it was just a wealth of information for you guys to tap into. Now, once again, going back to this, your network is your net worth. You've met these mentors now, haven't you? You've spoken to them. You've done online courses. I hope that you've all exchanged details. I mean, some of you yesterday took my details and told me that I was old because I still have got Facebook. But, that's your networking. So do you not think that the mentors that were, or the investors that were on the panel, if you had a question about business or you wanted to know something or some advice, that they might reply to you if you emailed them or, gave them a text? Of course. Do you not think that somebody like this might be good to have in your circle of 5? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So make it count. I love teaming up. I absolutely love it. And this was, for me, I just think, since I've been in Estonia, one of the best moments that I've ever shared with a group of students. And when they asked me if I would come and do a workshop with them and to help you guys prepare, I jumped at the chance because I knew that teaming up and we had very similar sort of ideas on what a good mentorship was, and our ideas aligned. So it was so good to come and join you for this event, and the things that we did, it was so nice to watch you grow. We started real slowly, and you were quite shy and timid, and as the day progressed, I just watched you grow in confidence and stature to the point where, who remembers the yellow football that I had? I was passing it to you. You guys were, yeah, give it to me, give it to me. It was amazing. It was amazing. And this is what mentorship is about, that guidance and that growth and that development. And teaming up, you win. You've absolutely done the right job. So Henry Ford has been quoted a lot this weekend, and for good reason. And this is one of my favorite quotes of him. And it's quite, I guess it relates hugely to what we've been doing or what you've been doing, because I remember speaking to a few of you and hearing that many of you had reservations or fears, or you were scared about doing these presentations yesterday. But it's a mindset. It's an absolute mindset. And when we were in Tallinn, I watched you overcome your fears and some of the, what you had as limiting self-beliefs, I would say. And whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. You guys have got a positive mindset and you've achieved so much. And that is hugely, hugely, in part to the wonderful mentors that Teaming Up provided for you and how they structured it. And I really hope that you take away so many of the positives from this course, because there really were some. Keep tapping into these mentors. And I've seen a lot of leaders being born, over these last few weeks. You guys have grown, I've seen it. And I genuinely hope that one day Teaming Up 2.0 happens. And I really hope that maybe one of you guys will be here as an investor or even as a mentor and passing on the knowledge that you have gained from this experience, because it will serve you well. It really will serve you well in life. So that is me. Thank you so much for listening to me one more time, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.